Hi guys, welcome back to another special episode of my channel Versatile Knowledge. This is a really interesting video guys. This is a very special video. In this video I will be going to be talking with you guys about the GST, that is Goods and Service Tax. Bear with me for this very long video guys, but this thing is everything you guys need to know about the GST. I've written about some 9 to 10 points which is worth mentioning while we are talking about the GST. So let's get started without any delay. Guys, as I told in the introduction of this video, I will be talking with you guys about the goods and service tax. As I also mentioned that I have written down some 9 to 10 points which is worth mentioning while we are discussing about the GST. I will be explaining you guys in a clear-cut way, in a very basic manner about what this thing GST is, which are the certain different types of products or services which will be affected by this GST, goods and service tax system, and as such. The first point that we'll be taking is what exactly is the definition of GST. GST means the GST stands for Goods and Service Tax. It is a comprehensive, multi-stage and destination-based taxation system that is going to be introduced in India from the July 1st of 2017. The first point is it is a comprehensive multi-stage and destination-based taxation system. What is a multi-stage taxation system, guys? I'll be explaining you guys what is multi-stage taxation system. That is the second point that we'll be talking about. Multi-stage taxation system means if we are talking about a product or a service, for that the taxes will be levied, taxes will be put on that product or service. What happens is there are certain different steps of manufacturing. There are certain different processes from the point the product starts to manufacture till the time when the product reaches the customer. The product is being produced by the producer. This is the stage where the product gets to the hands of the consumer. There are several different stages of manufacturing, processing, and testing, and several different stages at which the taxes will be levied on a particular product or a service that the consumers or we will be taking. If you are purchasing a product, if you are purchasing a biscuit as such, biscuit packet, there are several different types of stages where the biscuit will be manufactured, and in the end we'll be taking the biscuit into our hands. That manufacturing process it starts from the collection of raw materials, analyzing the ingredient qualities, nutritional values, and several different types of stages, and packing, manufacturing, and several different stages will be present for a manufacturing process of a biscuit. After which we will be purchasing the biscuit or biscuit packet from the shop. So this is known as the multi-stage taxation system. So GST is also a multi-stage taxation system. The third point that is worth mentioning is GST, or the goods or service tax, is an indirect method of taxation. It is an indirect taxation method which will be put at every stage of a product or service. The most important thing is the GST not only is applicable for a product. As I was mentioning about the biscuit, it is not only applicable for a product, but it is also applicable for services. For example, you'll be booking a cab, you'll be booking Ola or Uber or several different types of cab systems, or some hotel services. You go to a hotel, take order for a food, and you get the food, you eat the food. Certain different types of taxes will be put on that. So those hotel services, cab services come under the service based, and product based means you'll be purchasing some products like cars, some gold, bikes, or some ornaments, etc., etc. Those are product based. So GST is applicable for both the product based and as well as the service based. So it is an indirect taxation method. The next point is, the fourth point is that we'll be mentioning is what are the rates of percentage that the GST will be having. The GST will be having the rates of percentage from 0 to 28. Zero GST is also another type of another thing that we need to consider. The rates of percentage of GST is 0%, 5%, 12%, 28%. Up to 28%, the taxes will be levied on the products or the services. From the 0 to 28%, those are different rates of percentages of taxes. Another thing is there are two special types of taxes that will be coming under the GST. The two special types of taxes are 0.25% of the tax will be applied on the rough precious stones. 0.25% of the taxes will be applied on the rough precious stones, and 3% of the GST will be applied on gold. So these are the two different types of things. And the next thing is the fifth point that we'll be considering here is when the GST will be introduced. The GST will be introduced on June 30th midnight. That means from July 1st. From GST June 30th, that means tomorrow night. GST, there is a special parliament session that will be conducted on the night of June 30th. So the GST taxes or the goods and service tax will be starting to apply on the products and services from July 1st, 2017. Okay, and the next thing is GST, exactly what it is combining, which are the different types of taxes that is currently being applied on products or services, which are those taxes that will be combined under the GST. I'll be telling you guys. There are 11 different types of taxes that will be subsumed or included under the GST. Those taxes are central excise taxes, central excise duty taxes, service taxes, surcharges, and several many different types of taxes will be applied, guys. So there are total of 11 different types of taxes which will be included and put under the GST, put under one tax called the GST. The next thing, the seventh point that will be worth mentioning that we are considering here is the GSTN. What is GSTN? Goods and Service Tax Network. Goods and Service Tax Network means it is nothing but an NGO. It is a non-governmental organization. Non-governmental organization which has been set up in order to monitor all the things that is related to the goods and service taxes. GSTN, that means Goods and Service Tax Network, is an NGO. Who are the people that comes under just the GSTN? Means there are several different types of government people, there are several different IAS officers, financial heads, several freelancers and private people, and lot of top finance related people will be present under this non-governmental organization called Goods and Service Tax Network, who manage, maintain and apply the rules and regulations of the whole goods and service taxes. So this is known as GSTN. The next point, the eighth point, is what are the advantages of the goods and service tax? Guys, the most important thing that always comes to our mind is what are the benefits of this GSTN. So benefits of GST means benefits of goods and service tax is the most important benefit. The first benefit is the easier compliance of GST. That means the filing of the taxes from after the GST comes in the country, the tax filing, the whole taxation system will be simplified. So easier compliance is the most important thing. Uniformity of taxation rates is the second point. Uniformity of taxation rates means there are no boundaries for this goods and service taxes. From now onwards, whole nation will be having one tax for one particular product or a service. I think you guys have cleared with this most important line. The whole nation will be having one tax. That means one nation, one tax. This is the most important thing, a benefit of the GST. There are no boundaries for the goods and service tax. The uniformity of the taxes will be put on the tax structures. The tax rates and tax structures will be having uniformity, and it will be having no boundaries, and the simplicity are the most important advantages. Which are the important products or the services which will be affected by GST? That means from you guys will be having a question in your mind from July 1st, which might be the products or the services which might be affected by the GST. I'll be explaining you guys. The first thing, the most important products are which will be affected by affected means either the product rate or product tax rates will be increased or decreased, or it may remain neutral. Taxes. Mobile phones, the current taxes on the mobile phones, effective tax on mobile phones is 20%, but GST, after the GST comes, the taxes will be around 12%. The next thing is contact lenses. The contact lenses, the tax will be 18%. Before now it is 18%. When GST will be applied, it comes to around 12%. And another next point is medicines. Medicines, the taxes that is put up on medicines nowadays is 11%. But when GST comes into picture, the taxes will be coming down to 5%. And ready-made garments. Ready-made garments, the taxes now that is being applied on ready-made garments is 18.2%. And now after the GST comes, the GST rate will be around 12%. And processed food items, the tax rates for processed food items before was around 14%, but once GST comes into picture, that the taxes on the processed food will become 12%. And what are the taxes, which are the products on which the taxes will get larger after the GST will be applied. The first thing is, the first thing that we'll be considering here is small cars. The small cars, that means the cars which may be less than 1500 cc, or cars which be under 7 lakhs or 10 lakhs. That type of cars, the tax rates will be going up. It was around 25%. Now after the GST is introduced, it will go up to 28 to 31%. This is the most important thing. The television. The second thing is television. Tax rates for television was around 24 to 25%, but now after the GST comes into picture, the tax rates on television will go up to 28%. Then several products whose tax rates will be increased are wristwatches, baby food, small cars, mid segment cars, and biscuits, cornflakes, jam, etc. These are several different types of products on which the tax rates will be increased. I will be putting up the several links in the description below. If you visit those links, you will be getting clear cut pictures of all the products on which the GST will be applied. There are several different types of services for which the GST will be put up, tour operation services. Tour operation means you'll be booking some tour packages from several different types of portals. Those for those taxes will be applied now. Before, the taxes was around 1.5 to 2%, but now once the GST is introduced, those services like tour package services will be increased up to 5%. And the main important thing is motor cabs. Motor cabs, like Ola and Uber, the tax rates that was put up on the cab services was around 6 to 7% before the GST was introduced. GST is being introduced, that means now today, but after GST is introduced, it will go up to 15 to 18%. That is the most important thing. So these are the several important things that we needed to know about the GST. I think you guys might have liked this video. I think you guys might have understood about what is GST, what are the rates of percentages, what is the exact definition of GST, what is GSTN, which are the several different types of products or services for which the goods and service tax will be applied. And I think you guys might have liked this video. If you have liked this video, please hit the like button. Most importantly, share this video with as much as people as you can, guys, because I've tried to integrate several different types of concepts, several different types of points that is being related to the GST, and I've put it in one video so that you guys get a very clear-cut explanation about what is goods and service tax. I think that's it for this video, guys. I'll catch up with you guys in my next one. Thank you.